welcome to another episode of Dumb Ways to Get Hacked podcast. I'm your host, Bora, and usually I'm here chatting with a guest, but today we've got a bit of a special treat, a new format, if you will. Joining me in the studio, the legend himself, straight out of the land of koalas and sharks, it's Mick Snotsecure. Good to have you, Mick.
G'day, Bora. Stoked to be here, mate. Finally got my own microphone, eh? No more yelling advice from the sidelines. Now I can whisper sweet cybersecurity somethings right into your ear.
Always a pleasure, Mick. Today, we're tackling an important topic, one that hit close to home for a lot of Australians, the recent Qantas data breach. This wasn't your usual smash and grab. It was a real puzzle for many, involving something called social engineering and supply chain hacking. Now, Mick, for those who might have heard the headlines but are still a bit bewildered, can you give us the Snotsecure summary of what went down with Qantas?
No problem, Bora. So, picture this. Qantas, our national airline. They've got their own super strong security, tougher than old boots. But here's the trick. The bad guys, this group called Scattered Spider, they didn't break into Qantas's main computers. Nah, they went a different way, through a partner company, so to speak. See, Qantas uses other businesses to help them out, like call centers. One of these call centers, a third-party company, had access to some Qantas customer information. The hackers, being sly, didn't hack Qantas directly. They tricked someone at that call center into giving them access to the customer system. It's like trying to rob a bank, but instead of blowing up the vault, you convinced the cleaning staff to open the back door for you because you pretended to be the new security guard. Very sneaky stuff. They managed to get personal data of about 5.7 million customers. Names, emails, phone numbers, frequent flyer numbers, even what kind of meal they preferred on a flight. No credit card details, thankfully, but enough to cause a fair bit of trouble later on.
That's a clear explanation. Thanks, Mick. So let's break this down for our listeners, especially small business owners who might be thinking, what's this got to do with my bakery or my plumbing business, yeah? Can you explain what social engineering and supply chain hacking actually are in terms that's easy to understand?
All right, Bora. Let's get down to basics. Social engineering. Think of it like this. It's not about breaking into a computer system with fancy code. It's about breaking into your mind, or someone else's mind, to get them to give you the keys. It's psychological trickery, plain and simple. Imagine a smooth talker trying to convince you to hand over your wallet because they look like a lost relative, or they're pretending to be the water meter reader and need to check your pipes inside your house. It's playing on human nature. Trust, helpfulness, fear, curiosity.
So it's less about tech wizardry and more about being a con artist.
Exactly. It's an old trick, just with a digital twist. They might pretend to be from your bank, or from the IT support desk, or even your boss, saying there's an urgent problem and they need your password, or for you to click a suspicious link. They create a believable story, a pretext, as we call it, to get you to do something you shouldn't.
And supply chain hacking? That sounds like something to do with logistics.
A supply chain hack is when the bad guys don't attack your strong building directly. Instead, they go after one of those contractors, or cleaners, or delivery drivers, one of your trusted partners who might have weaker security. Once they get into that partner's system, they use that trusted connection to gain access into your system. Like the Qantas incident, they didn't hit Qantas, they hit a third-party call center that Qantas trusted. It's often called island hopping. They jump from a weaker island, the supplier, to the main island, the big target. For small businesses, this could be your accounting software provider, your website host, your payroll service, or even your local IT support company. Anyone you share data or access with is part of your supply chain.
Right, I understand. So it's about identifying who else has access to your information, even indirectly.
Precisely. You could have the best locks in town, but if your partner gives their spare key to a dodgy character, you're still in trouble.
Let's look at some examples to really drive this home. The Qantas hack is a great example, but let's talk about a classic social engineering trick, the phone call. Mick, can you script out a typical scam call that might trick someone at a service center or a help desk center?
You bet, Bora. Let's call our unsuspecting victim, Brenda, working hard at a customer service center. And the hacker, let's make him sound like he's from IT, a bit officious, full of technical terms to sound legitimate.
Good morning, Big Corp Customer Service. Brenda speaking. How can I help you?
Yes, good morning, Brenda. This is Mark from Global IT Services. We're experiencing a critical network anomaly impacting the primary customer system. Our telemetry indicates a potential zero-day vulnerability being actively exploited. We need to perform an urgent security patch and credential revalidation for all active users within the next 5 minutes, or the system will be quarantined, impacting all customer service operations.
Oh, a zero-day vulnerability. Is this legitimate? I haven't received any email about this.
Negative, Brenda. This is an urgent emergency. The communication channels are compromised, which is why I'm calling directly. This is a top priority, Brenda. Millions of customer records are potentially at risk. I need your immediate cooperation. Are you logged into the primary customer system right now?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. Now, I need you to confirm your username for verification purposes, and then I will walk you through the secure re-authentication process. This is the only way to prevent widespread data theft. Time is critical, Brenda. We're talking about compliance violations and significant financial penalties if this isn't done immediately.
My username is brenda.s. That's BRENDA.s.
Got it, Brenda. Now, I'm sending a push notification to your registered multi-factor authentication device. This will be a standard approval request from Global IT Security. Just approve it, and we can validate your session and apply the necessary patch. Don't worry if you get a few of these. It's the system attempting to establish a secure connection. Just keep approving until I tell you to stop.
Oh wow, my phone's going off. It says login attempt from unknown device. Should I approve all of them?
Yes, Brenda, approve all of them immediately. Excellent, Brenda. Thank you for your prompt action. Your session is now securely revalidated. We're fixing the problem. You can continue with your work. Good work, Brenda.
And just like that, Brenda, bless her heart, has just given the keys to the kingdom to a cyber criminal. They've got her login, bypassed her MFA, and now they're in the system, looking around, ready to take customer data, just like with Qantas.
That's incredibly realistic, Mick. So, how do our small businesses, listeners, the backbone of our economy, protect themselves and their businesses from falling for these kinds of tricks and becoming the next island in the supply chain hack?
All right, let's talk prevention. Because being proactive is always better than being sorry later, especially when it comes to cyber threats. Here's the Snotsecure 3-step plan for SMBs. Step 1, what you can do yourself. The DIY defense. Be a skeptical citizen. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Whether it's an email, a text, or a phone call, if it's unexpected, urgent, or seems too good to be true, pause and think. Always verify requests, especially if they ask for sensitive information or urge you to click a link. Call the company back on a number you know is legitimate, not one they give you. Train your staff to do the same. Stronger passwords. Don't use simple passwords like password 123 or your pet's name. Choose long, complex passwords. At least 12 to 16 characters, a mix of upper and lower case letters, numbers, and symbols. Even better, use a password manager. It's like a digital vault that remembers all your super strong, unique passwords for you. MFA, your digital security guard. Multi-factor authentication. It's like needing not just a key, but also a secret code to get into your account. Even if someone steals your password, they can't get in without that second factor. Like a code from your phone or a tap on an app. Turn it on for everything: banking, social media, work accounts. But be wary of those fatigue attacks we just heard. If you get a sudden flood of MFA requests, it's probably a scammer trying to wear you down. Don't approve them. Keep your software up to date. Make sure all your software, your operating system, web browser, and apps is updated regularly. Updates often include critical security patches that fix vulnerabilities hackers love to exploit. Back up your data. Regularly back up all your important business data. If the worst happens and you get locked out or your data is lost, you'll be able to get back on your feet quickly. Step 2. When to call in the pros, professional IT support. Your local IT expert. If managing all this tech stuff sounds overwhelming, don't hesitate to ask for help. Get yourself a good local IT support person or company. They can help set up your systems securely, manage your updates, and be there when things go wrong. Think of them as your primary care doctor for your technology, securing your supply chain's weakest link. Remember the Qantas story? Their vulnerability was a third-party vendor. You need to ask your IT professionals to help you check out the security of your suppliers. What data do they have access to? What are their security measures like? It's like checking the references of all the contractors who work for you. Step 3. Partnering with cybersecurity experts, the specialists, beyond the basics. For larger, small to medium businesses, or those handling sensitive customer data, consider partnering with a dedicated cybersecurity firm. These experts specialize in this area. They can do penetration testing to find weaknesses before the bad guys do. set up zero trust networks where every connection is verified, and help you implement robust data minimization policies, only allowing partners access to the data they absolutely need. They can also provide advanced realistic training for your staff, especially those in high-risk roles like accounts or customer service.
That's fantastic advice, Mick. It really highlights that cybersecurity isn't about fancy technology. It's about being smart and a bit cautious.
Too right, Bora. The hackers are always trying to find the easiest way in. And more often than not, that's a human being. Empower your staff to be your first line of defense.
Excellent. So remember, folks, it's not about being paranoid, it's about being prepared.
Keep your guard up, your passwords strong, and your wits about you. Don't let your business become the next chapter in dumb ways to get hacked. Like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends and colleagues, because spreading the word is better than spreading the virus. And remember, trust your gut, not the dodgy person on the phone. Catch you next time.